course, folks, so welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel, and in today's video I am back with a Lego Market Friday. So I was meant to upload this video on Wednesday, however we did have, of course, the leaked Black Friday sales, which are all now live. So let me know in the comment section below how many orders you have placed. But in today's video we're going to be going over some retired Lego sets as well as the latest GWPs and see how they're doing on the Lego Market. Are they going up or down in price? Should you guys buy them now, buy them later if you want them for your own collection? Should you sell them now or sell them later if you have any for investing? I'll be giving you guys images of, sold prices, etc. on eBay. So if you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Join the Discord as well in the description below. Let's head over now to the PC. Alrighty folks, of course, so the first Lego set we have in today's Lego Market Friday is a new gift with purchase we have gotten today for Black Friday. I know a lot of people have gotten it. How is it doing at the moment on the Lego Market? Let's find out for both the UK and those in the US. We have the Lego Star Trek Type 15 Shuttle Pod gift with purchase Lego set 40768, 261 pieces. This GWP is coming with purchases of the new 10356 Lego Icon Star Trek USS Enterprise, which is currently in the UK. The time I'm recording this video is currently on back order till the 12th of December, which is pretty good for those who are planning on quick flipping the Lego set and also keeping hold of the gift with purchase. Now, the gift with purchase is coming with purchases of the new Lego set day one while stocks last. I don't know how long this GWP is going to be available, but this is a pretty decent GWP. I think it is definitely going to be encouraging people to be buying the Lego set day one. It is a unique Lego set with a unique minifigure, and also it is quite nice to not have it in one of those ugly yellow boxes which Lego have done for like the Jack Sparrow compass. It looks pretty cool. I am surprised that Star Trek isn't its own individual theme, because I think Lego could make so much money doing it, as there are a lot of Star Trek fans. Now, this GWP, a lot of people are planning on buying the USS Enterprise day one with an accumulated discount with GWPs, cashback, insider points, of course. So out to Rakuten, use my link in the description below. Get yourself a free £25 when you spend £50 and up to 11% cashback on the Lego website. I use it, a lot of the people use it as well, and what they're planning on doing with this GWP is either keeping hold of it and then selling the USS Enterprise right now, which, if we saw what happened with the Goonies Lego set, the market was flooded with the Goonies Lego set, sometimes even selling at a loss. People were, selling that low. Now, at the moment, this GWP is selling on eBay for around £80 on average. Not too bad. Do I think it is going to drop? Yes, of course, as people do get very impatient in this hobby now, and at the moment on eBay, for those in the US, it is selling on average of around $95. We have a few sold for around 100. Not too bad, but again, if this does go sold out, I think a lot of people are going to be wanting, and then it will shoot back up a little and then probably steadily go up. So it's an interesting one. I didn't go for it because it was too much of a high risk for me to be buying the USS Enterprise, especially when I've just spent so much during Insiders weekend. But let me know if you decide to buy any. Are you going to be keeping hold of this for a while? Because of course, 10356, this Star Trek Lego set is going to be on shelves for a while. I'm expecting at least 3 years, so maybe at the end of its shelf life you might want to sell it then. Who knows? It is a small Lego set, it won't take up too much storage. Let me know your thoughts and plans in the comment section below. Let's move on now to the next set, the next GWP we have gotten for Black Friday. Alrighty, my fellow chums, the next Lego set we have another gift with purchase, which since we last covered it has dropped down so heavily in price. You guys will definitely want to know how this one is doing. We have the Lego Mini Knights Castle gift with purchase Lego set 40775, 590 pieces. This GWP has a threshold of £225 in the UK and 250 US dollars. Now, I have said this before, I do not like this GWP. It should have been an insider reward. For having such a high threshold, it does not deserve to take up that slot, and it was selling for around £25 on average in the UK last week on pre-order before Insiders weekend. I think it was selling for around $30 or maybe $35 for those in the US, and it really does annoy me that it says Castle and not Castles, because we do get two within this Lego set. I don't think we're going to be getting any more micro castles, especially after the reaction of this one, but at the moment on eBay, this one has dropped down from £25 to around £9 on eBay in the UK. I'm seeing people sell it for around £10 free shipping. We've got a few selling for around £12, but it is doing really, really bad. And it's basically doing a Savannah diorama, and it has a threshold of £225. This has not been seen before. It just shows how bad this is. And I know some people do like it, and that's fair enough, because you can buy as many as you would like because it is so cheap. It's about the same price as a Brickhead. Insane. At the moment, for those on eBay in the US, it is selling for around $24, $20 on average. I do think it's going to drop less. We see some for around 16 as well. Not that great at all. And I have actually gotten all of mine at the moment. I'm probably just going to put them away in like a box and just ignore them for a few years, because I don't think I'm going to be able to sell them this year for a decent amount. I might wait to sell them with my Lion Knights castles. That's probably a thing I might do. But yeah, not a great GWP. The one we also did get during Black Friday though is much better. So let's move on to that now. Alrighty, my fellow sharks, the next LEGO set we have is a GWP, which also released for Inside this weekend and also returned for Black Friday. It isn't doing as bad as the Micro Knights Castle, but let's see how it's doing since we last covered it. We have the LEGO Buildable Hot Chocolate Stand LEGO set 40776, 256 pieces, coming with purchases of £155 or more in the UK and $170 US or more. So I really like this LEGO set. You can get it for your own collection, build it and fit it perfectly into your winter village, coming with 2 minifigures as well. The torso on this minifigure I believe is unique and exclusive, which is really, really nice. A couple sticker pieces and also a seating area for the minifigures. Not too bad at all. And we are also going to be getting another gift with purchase, which is going to be very similar to this. It's going to be a winter gazebo, which I will be covering on Monday next week. So of course, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to stay tuned for that. But this GWP, when we covered it last week, it was selling for around £25 on pre-order, sometimes around £30. Not too bad, but it is dropped down to around £16, £17, £18 on average in the UK. That's still not as bad as the Micro Knights Castle, and I do think this one is going to hold its value at least for this time of year as we are getting closer to Christmas. And at the moment on eBay, for those in the US, it is selling for around $20, $25 I see on average, sometimes around $30, so it's doing pretty good. However, it is only really going to be able to be sold around this time of the year, so if you're not planning on selling it now, you're going to mostly get your value next year, so you're at least having a 1-year hold, so do keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to be keeping all of mine. I'm probably going to be selling them next year or the year after. That's just what I'm going to do because they're small, they're not going to take up too much room, and I'll just put them to the side and not worry about them till next year with a few other LEGO sets I'm going to be selling then. So it's a decent one. I will also do another update on this one in the future, but yeah, I do think it'll probably drop down a little bit more as we've got it again for Black Friday, and so many people are placing orders now. It isn't for just Insiders members. There's going to be a lot of people purchasing LEGO sets now for Black Friday and this weekend. So we shall see. Let me know in the comment section below your plans. Let's move on now to some retired LEGO sets in this video. Alrighty guys, so now we're going to be going over some retired LEGO sets from 2024, 2023, varying in prices, and I'll be getting some screenshots of sold prices on UK eBay and US eBay as well. So we're going to start off with one of the cheaper LEGO sets, which I think was a great investment in 2024. We have the LEGO Brickheads, Sonic the Hedgehog, Knuckles and Shadow LEGO set 40672, 298 pieces, retailing for a price of $17.99 in the UK and $19.99 US, released in 2024 and retired in 2024. A really short shelf life, which was quite surprising as this Brickhead did retire at the same time as we got the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie. By the way, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie franchise has been so good. All of the 3 movies they have released are really well done, and we are going to be getting a 4th movie. We got a teaser at the end. It's like after the end credit scene. So yeah, it's a really cool looking Brickhead duo pack. 2 very popular characters, Knuckles and Shadow, and arguably Shadow is one of the most popular, especially after the release of the new movie. Now, I do think we might be getting more Sonic the Hedgehog Brickheads in the future, and that is for a lot of Brickheads as well. If you see like the One Piece Brickheads, there is a good chance we'll probably be getting more in the future, and I thought we haven't got a silver one yet, we haven't got an Amy one, a Dr. Robotnik. There's so many they can do within the Sonic franchise, so it was an easy one for me to grab. So I did pick up quite a few at retail price during double Insider points. It was also discounted at the end of the year during Black Friday Friday, like just after when Lego were clearing out their stock in stores. Sadly, they put the deal live and it was already sold out online, but if you were at local Lego stores, you were local to one, you were able to get quite a few of this for around $13.49, which is a really good buying price. So at the moment on eBay, it's doing pretty good in the UK, selling on an average of around £25-28, doubling your money if you picked it up for that discounted price, but overall a really good return already. At the moment for those in the US, it's selling for around $35-39 US on average, and what I'm seeing a lot of people doing is selling this duo pack with the Sonic brickhead individually and also the Tails brickhead individually as one big bundle, which is really good. It's a way to shift them really easily all in one order. So yeah, a great Lego investment in 2024. We have quite a few brickheads retiring this year in 2024. I think I do have a video going over all of them, or I might need to do one. Let me know if you want to see that. But yeah, a great start. Let's move on to the next set in this video. Alrighty folks, so the next Lego set we have is a Lego Icon set in that similar style as the Lion Knight's Castle, a remake of a vintage Lego set. We have the Lego Icons Galaxy Explorer. How has this one been doing since it retired? Lego set 10497, 1,246 pieces, retailing for a price of $89.99 in the UK and $99.99 US dollars. So this Lego set, they have taken the old Lego set 928, and if you do want one of those brand new in box, it will only cost you around $4,000. And Lego have modernized it, made it look a lot better, and then re-released it. I really do like the vintage box art. I think it looks really good. It also does have that anniversary 90 years of play, really nice. But I wasn't really into the vintage space theme. I was more into castle and pirates, but even then I wasn't even alive back then when these old Lego sets were getting released. But it doesn't really encourage me to go and get this one for my own collection. I just don't really have that much care for it, honestly. But I'm sure older Lego fans probably did want it for their own collection when they were younger. However, they missed out on it, so they were able to buy it in 2023. Now, this Lego Icon set, I don't know if it was very heavily discounted throughout its shelf life. I'm going to assume it was because of how it's doing at the moment on eBay. But at the moment on eBay in the UK, it is selling on average of around £100, £115. Not that great if we consider it retired in 2023. You'd be at least hoping to maybe get a decent amount of profit, but unless your buying price was maybe 30-40% off, then that's, you know, pretty good. But at the moment on eBay for those in the US, it is doing even worse, selling on average of around $90. Not that good. Sometimes $100. Not a great investment. I don't think the Lion Knight's Castle is going to do as bad as this, and I do think the Lion Knight's Castle is going to be the greatest investment you could have made in 2025. This one, probably not the greatest you could have made in 2023, but it's, you know, something to learn about. It's an insight of how some of these Lego sets can do if we do get more vintage remade Lego sets, which I'm sure we might see in the future. We did have the El Dorado Fortress, also one of the Pirates ones as well. So interesting, we do get more. Let's move on to the next set. Of course, folks, so the final Lego set we have in today's Lego Market Friday is a Lego Star Wars set. I think we've just got to mention in today's video around all the hype for Black Friday and the UCS Razor Crest. We have the Playscale one, we have the Lego Star Wars, the Razor Crest, Lego set 75292, 1,023 pieces, retailing for a price of $119.99 in the UK and $139.99 US dollars. So I did really want to get this set for my own collection. However, I do know it was quite heavily discounted throughout its shelf life, and I just waited for it to go too heavily on sale, and I missed out on it, and I'm not going to be buying the inflated price, because I do think there is a very good chance we'll be getting an updated Razor Crest in the future with the release of the new Mandalorian movie. No, I'm not talking about a new UCS one. We will more likely get a Playscale one with some updated minifigures as well, which is really nice. But if you do enjoy the Mandalorian Season 1 and Season 2, you might want to buy this Lego set for your own collection. It has some nice playability going on, a lot of play features, and also there is quite a few minifigures. However, the Mandalorian minifigure, that helmet is so ugly. Luckily, Lego have fixed that in a lot of Lego sets. We get Grief Karga as well, IG-88, we also get just a random Scout Trooper. So it's overall a pretty decent Lego set, but it was a bit overpriced in my opinion. So since it's retired, it's selling for around £120 on eBay in the UK. Not that great, only just around retail price, sometimes around 125, 130, but I do think it has a very good chance to keep going up now, as the UCS Razor Crest is now so expensive on the aftermarket, as it's sold out instantly with a snap of the fingers in the UK. I'm sure it might have been as well in other regions as well. But at the moment, for those US on eBay, it's selling for around $130 US, 135, not too bad. But yeah, it has a good chance to go up. So I do think maybe at least if you do have it for investing, wait until the new Mandalorian movie. However, there is that risk of us getting a new Razor Crest, one of the play scale ones. I don't think there's any chance of us getting another UCS one at all. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did you guys manage to buy the UCS Razor Crest? Let's move on now to the outro. Oh, of course, folks. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's LEGO Market Friday. Let me know in the comment section below, did you buy any of these LEGO sets, whether it's for your own collection or for investing? And also, recommend some LEGO sets you would like to see me cover in these LEGO Market videos. So, of course, big shout out to all of you guys for all the support. We're getting so close now to 4,500 subscribers. So if you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe. Big shout out to Darkcraft73 for being a member on my YouTube channel. I have lots of content planned. New video on Sunday. Of course, all the deals are live. A reminder about Black Friday. So, of course, turn on the notification bell, ready for the next video. And, of course, goodbye, folks.